everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of operation research, chapter number 1, and the topic method 10 is the simplex method. So we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the slack variable, surplus variable and the artificial variable. So if we are a decision variable given two or more than two variables, then we use the simplex method, Boolean method and the two-phase method. Okay, so simplex method is always used for the maximization problem. Sometimes we are given in the simplex method and the subject to constraint number is the negative sign. Okay, so this type of the method we use the dual simplex method. Okay, so first we need some modification in the subject to constraint equation. So let's see here the solution is we are given in the maximize z is equal to 11x1 plus 4x2. Okay, the subject to constraint equation is number 1. We write here 7x1 plus 6x2. So process is what? Process is that we convert less than equal to type is equal to type. So we write here equal to 84. But we write here equal to 84. So this term is less than equal to 84. So we write here plus S1 is equal to 84. Got it? Second equation is 4x1 plus 2x2. Okay, so this is also here less than equal to type equation. So we add the second slack variable is equal to 32. Okay, and here we write if we put x1 is equal to x2 equal to 0. So we get s1 is equal to 84, that means the positive value, and here x1 is equal to x2 equal to 0. So we get x2 is equal to 32, that means the positive value. Okay, so we write here x1 comma x2 comma s1 comma s2 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so if you have any confusion, so you put here x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0. So x1 is equal to what? 84. Got it? And here second equation x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0. So x2 is equal to what? 32. Okay, so first we mark the initial table. You write here the table 1. Okay, so let's start our solution. The initial table. Okay, or you write here the table 1. Table 1 or initial table. Okay, so here we write the first is Cj. Okay, basic variable Bv, solution constant Sc, and here we write here the S1 and S2. Okay, so some change in here 0.S1 plus 0.S2 in our objective function. This is our what? This is our objective function. Okay, so here objective function given in the maximization form and inequality is always less than equal to type, then we use the simplex method. Got it? So here first you check all the inequality is less than equal to type, then we use the simplex method. Okay, so here first we map the initial table Cj, Bv that means basic variable, Sc that means solution constant, and here we write the according to our objective function we write here the decision variable and the basic variable. That means slack variable, surplus variable and artificial variable is our basic variable. Okay. So we write here x1, x2, s1, s2. Got it? Here we draw the lines because of first we make the initial table and all the tables is depends on this type of the table. Okay. So you write here next one is the, according to this portion, we write here the coefficient of x1, x2, s1 and x2. Okay, so the coefficient of x1, x2, s1 and s2 we write here with the help of objective function. Okay, so coefficient of x1 is equal to 11, coefficient of x2 is equal to 4, coefficient of s1 and s2 is equal to 0. Okay, and here in the basic variable, you write here the step by step. Okay, so here in the basic variable, we write here this type of basic variable. That means if we use the slack variable, surplus variable or artificial variable, so you write here this form. But here sequence is not right because of here we write here, for example, first we write the S2. After that S1. So you write here first S2 and after that S1. Got it? So here always keep in mind this calculation is very important because of in the simplex method there is no any confusion for write here the basic variable. But in the Bigam method and two-phase method sometimes we are very confused how we write the basic variable. Okay, so always you put here the zero values and if we get the slack variable or surplus variable or artificial variable, the values are positive. So we write here this type of the basic variable and always the value of the basic variable in positive way. Okay, so we write here S1 and S2. So we write here S1 and S2. Okay, here we write the coefficient of S1 and S2. So here S1 0 and S2 0. So according to this row, we write here the coefficient of S1 0 and S2 0. Okay, solution constant. So here this is the solution constant. So first in equation 84 and the second equation is 32. Okay, next one is x1, x2. So value of the x1 coefficient is 7, x2 coefficient is 6, s1 coefficient is 1. Okay, but s2 is not here, so we write here 0. Okay, so if you have any confusion, so we write here 0 dot s2 is equal to 84. Okay, you write here. And here 0 dot s1 plus s2 is equal to 32. Okay, second one is the second equation is 4, 2, 0 and 1. Got it? So here we write this row according to our maximized z, that means objective function, and the subjective constant equation. Got it? Next one is the we find here the zj. Okay, so what is the value of the zj? Zj we write here the 84 into 0 plus 32 into 0. That means we find here the ZZ. Okay, so 84 into 0 plus 32 into 0. That means 0. Got it? 7 into 0 plus 4 into 0. That means 0. Okay, 6 into 0 plus 2 into 0. That means 0. Okay, 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0. So we write here 0. 0 into 0 plus 1 into 0 is equal to 0. Okay, so next one is we find the Zj minus Cj. So this is a Cj coefficient. So we write here Zj minus Cj. Okay, so according to Zj minus Cj, here we write the dash value. Okay, the Zj minus Cj, that is this is our Zj and this is our Cj. So we write here the dash value. Okay, so 0 minus 11, that means minus 11. Okay, 0 minus 4, that means minus 4. 0 minus 0, that means 0, and 0 minus 0, that means the value is 0. Okay, so here we write the 0 minus 11 minus 11, 0 minus 4, that means minus 4, 0 minus 0, that means 0, and here 0 minus 0, that means 0. So we get the value of Zj minus Cj. Okay, after that, if our Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0, for example, so our iteration is completed and this value is our final answer. Okay, in the maximization form in the simplex method, but Zj minus Cj not equal to 0, okay, or not equal to greater than equal to 0, so we move our next iteration, that means we find the next iteration. So here the two values are negative, minus 11 and minus 4, so we move the second iteration. Okay, so for the second iteration there is some change according to basic variable. Okay, that means one variable is entered and one variable is leave. Okay, so here we check the largest value with a negative sign, or you can say that the minimum value. First you choose the -11 and -4. That means here the largest value with negative sign. So we write here the largest value with a negative sign. Okay, so here this variable is entered. Okay, so -11, that means this variable is entered. So this is a key column. That means x1 entered. X1 variable is entered. So x1 variable is entered. Then there is one variable is new. So we find the one variable is new. So we write here the replacement ratio. Okay, replacement ratio, that means what? For finding the replacement ratio, we find here this is a key column. Okay, so you divided 84 by 7 key column, 32 by 4 key column. So here 84 by 7, that means 12. Okay, and 32 by 4, that means 8. Okay, so for finding the replacement ratio, why we find the replacement ratio? Because of, with the help of this process, we choose the one variable is entered. Okay, so one variable is entered, then one next variable is left, because of here the space is only the two variable. Okay, so for finding the new variable, we find the replacement ratio, and this is the process. Process is what? The solution constant is divided by the key column according to their elements. So 84 divided by 7 and 32 divided by 8. So we get the 12 and 8 value. Okay. So there is some condition for the replacement ratio. If a replacement ratio with negative sign or 0 or infinite, so you just ignore it. Listen carefully. If a replacement ratio with negative sign, 0 or infinite, so you ignore it, this type of the values. You consider only the positive values. Got it? So here we get the two positive values, 12 and 8. So 8 is the minimum positive value. So always you consider in the replacement ratio the minimum positive value, that means this variable is live. Got it? So minimum positive value is 8. Okay. So this is a key row. Okay. This is a key row. Got it? So this is a key row, that means according to key row we give the this variable, that means S2 leave. Got it? So for the one initial table or table 1, the x1 variable is entered and s2 variable is leave. Okay. So next we write here the table number 2 according to this x1 enter and s2 leave. This is the table 2. We map this table 2 with the help of table 1. Okay. So first in the table 1, we check here the x1 variable is enter and s2 variable is leave. Okay. So first you write s1 is as it is, and in the place of s2 we write here the x1 variable. Got it? And here we write in the upper value is 11 4 0 0. Okay, we write here 11400. So here S1 and X1. So first you write here the coefficient of according to this value. The coefficient of S1 is equal to 0 and coefficient of X1 is equal to 11. We write here according to our objective function. Okay. So next one is the, this is a key row. Okay. This is a key row. Okay. And this column is a key column. Key column. Okay. So here we write here, this is a key number, intersection point. So first you write here the second row, because of this is a key number. So whole the row is divided by this key number. That means 32 by 4. That means we write here 8. 4 by 4. 1, 2 by 4, 1 by 2, 0 by 4, 0 and 1 by 4 that means 1 by 4. Okay, second one is here if your key number is always divided by key number, so we write here the one value. So according to this key number, the up values and down values you write here automatically 0. First you write here 0 because we can't calculate the this value. Okay. Next one is the we write here the this place. That means according to 84 we write here this value. So first for finding according to this place your key number multiply by this number. That means 84 into 4 minus 32 into 7. Okay, so 84 into 4, 84 into 4, that means 84 into 4, that is 336 minus here you check here the determinant form. Okay, so 84 into 4, that is 32 into 7, and this determinant form is always 2 by 2 matrix. Sometimes we are given in the 3 basic variables. So don't consider the 3 by 3 order determinant or matrix. You consider only the 2 by 2 order. So 32 into 7 that is 224. So 36 minus 224 that means 112 divided by the key number. So here we write the 28. Okay. Next one is the this value. This value that is x2. So change the sixth place. So here they change the sixth place. So your key numbers 4 into 6 that is 24 minus the determinant is what 7 into 2 obviously. So 6 into 4 24 minus 7 into 2 14. So 24 minus 14 that means 10. 10 divided by 4 that is 5 by 2. Okay, next one is change here the one value that means here. So your key number multiply by this number. So 4 into 1 minus the determinant is 7 into 0. So 4 into 1 minus 7 into 0 that is 0. So 4 into 1 that means 4 and divided by the key number. So 1. Okay, next one is we find this 0 value that means this place. So always change this value to your key number multiply by this number firstly. So 4 into 0 that means 0 minus the determinant is what 7 into 1 got it. So 7 into 1 that means 7. So minus 7 divided by the key number. So 4 that means minus 7 by 4. Okay, so next one is we find the ZZ. So ZZ that means what? 28 into 0 plus 11 into 8 that means 88. Got it? 0 into 0 plus 1 into 11 that means 11. Okay, 5 into 5 by 2 into 0 that means 0 plus 11 into 1 by 2 that means 11 by 2. Okay, 1 into 0 plus 0 into 11 that means 0. Okay, minus 7 by 4 into 0 plus 11 into 1 by 4 that means 11 by 4. Okay, so next one is we find the ZZ minus CJ. Okay, so here we write the dash value 11, this is the Z0 and this is our CJ values. So 11 minus 11 that means 0. 11 by 2 minus 4. So 11 by 2 minus 4 that means 4 to 8. So 11 minus 8 by 2 that means 3 by 2. So we write here 3 by 2. Okay, 0 minus 0 that means 0 and 11 by 4 minus 0 that means 11 by 4. Okay, so this is a table number 2 or if we write here the initial table, so this is a table number 1. Okay, so as you wish you write here table 1 or you write here table 2. Okay, again you check here ZZ minus CJ. If ZZ minus CJ that will equal to 0. So our iteration is completed. So here all the values are positive. That means our ZZ minus CJ greater than equal to 0. Okay, so if this condition is satisfied because of our question given in the maximization form. Okay, so Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0. So Zj is equal to this value is our final answer. So Z is equal to 88. Okay, so this is our final answer. That means this is Zj. That means maximize Z is equal to 88, and here x1 is equal to what? So always you write here the solution constant. Okay, so x1 is equal to 8. Got it? And x2 is equal to what? So here is the only the s1 and x1 variable. So x2 is not here. Variable is not here, right here. So consider x2 is equal to 0. Okay. So you put here these two values in your maximize z in your question. So you get the maximum z is equal to 88. So this is the example of the simplex method. So always keep in mind, first you add the slack variable. After that you mark the initial table. If your initial table is built in correct form, if your initial table match the correct form, so 90% your solution is correct. Okay, and always write here if you find the replacement ratio. So replacement ratio are find if a Zj minus Cj not greater than equal to 0. Okay, then we find the replacement ratio because of we need the leave variable. Okay, so in the replacement ratio, the condition is always you consider the minimum positive value. Okay, if your values is negative form, zero form or infinity form, so you ignore all these three values. Only consider the positive value, and the leave variable is depend on the minimum positive value. Okay, so this is the example of the simplex method. I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.